Hey cuties, and happy Friday! So as you know, today is Fashion Friday, and like I said in my previous videos, that this Friday would be about heels and how to kind of get into them and stuff like that. Before I do get started, Timmy is still at the vet. It's actually Thursday for me filming this. It's Thursday, not Friday. He'll be at the vet tonight, but hopefully we get to take him home tomorrow. So yeah, we're hoping for that. Um, it looks like most likely we'll be able to take him home tomorrow. But now that that's all said and done, let's get on to the wonderful world of heels. So, um, this is gonna apply more to trans cross dressers and drag queens, or like people that want to start into like the whole drag queen type of thing, like you want to, or androgynous people, whoever is interested really in wearing women's shoes or women's heels, um, well, rather women's shoes in general. um, the first thing that you have to know really is like how you figure out your size. And the way you figure out your size is usually you are always two sizes bigger in women's, if that makes sense. So if in men's you're a size 8, like me, I'm a size 8 in men's, in women's you'll be a size 10, so that's two sizes up. So that's usually how I figure it out. But also know that a lot of shoes, depending on who makes them, work differently, like a little bit differently. There's certain shoes that they'll say that they're a size 10, and I've tried them and it doesn't work for me. So I would have to go a size higher in them. And then certain shoes, a size 10 is too big for me, or certain like brands of shoes, a size 10 is too big for me. So I'd have to go a little bit smaller, so maybe like a size 9 or a 9.5. So that's stuff to take into account. I like buying a lot of my shoes online just because you can find really good deals online. Um, so I run the risk of sometimes getting a shoe that's not going to fit me very comfortably. So that's just something to take into consideration if you're considering shopping online. Um, Also, the style of the shoe does make a difference as well. Like an open toe shoe, I can go with a size that's a little bit smaller just because it gives me a little bit more wiggle room, for lack of a better word. While a closed toe shoe, I have to go with a size that maybe could be a little bit bigger. It could go either way. Not to say that I'm not a size 10. I mean, I am. It's just certain shoes work differently for me. Like sometimes, like I said, sometimes an open toe I can go a little bit smaller, and sometimes like a closed toe I need to go a little bit larger. But in general, the rule of thumb for me is I can usually get away with doing a size 10. Um, okay, so that kind of covers shoe size, and also it covers like styles and brands and like how you kind of figure it out. Um, let's see. The best way to kind of know what size you are is just try shoes. So go to like a department store or go to DSW. Um, if you're a little bit more embarrassed about like asking the person to get the shoes for you, you can always go to one of those places where they have the shoes already laid out, like Target, DSW. What's the other place? Payless maybe. Although Payless, I don't think their shoes are very cute in my opinion. But yeah, Target, DSW, stuff like that, and you can try on the shoes there and see what's gonna work for you with an open toe, what's gonna work for you with a closed toe, etc., so on and so forth. Um, Now I'm going to show you a few of the shoes I've had, or a few of the shoes that I have. I know I've showed you some of these, if not most of them, but these are just like a few that I started off with, or ones that I really, really like. So I'm currently wearing a pair right now, and I'm going to show you those at the end of the video. But for right now, the first shoe I have is actually the first pair of, I guess, higher shoes that I wore. I wouldn't consider these a heel, they're more of a wedge. But they do give you obviously some stature. So if you're starting off wearing heels, I would recommend a wedge, definitely a wedge, especially if you're starting this time of the year to kind of get into heels and stuff like that, just because it's the perfect time to wear wedges. They're very on trend when it comes to summer. They're very much the look that you're looking for during summer. You want like a sandal, but a sandal with a heel, or a sandal that gives you some elevation. A wedge is the way to go. During the time of spring and summer, usually you'll see a lot of designers come out with wedges and stuff like that. So the reason I say these are actually a good way to start is because they are obviously a wedge. So instead of having like this like really skinny heel and you have to kind of balance yourself, you have this hunk of material down here that gives you a balance and allows you to kind of stabilize yourself a little bit more than like standing on a heel, if that makes sense. So this I would consider like the training wheels, while the heel itself is the actual bike. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Um, but yeah, these are the training wheels, while the heels are like the the big deal, the main show. Um, so yeah, these were one of the first ones that I bought. They're from Steve Madden. I bought these a long time ago, like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah, I really like them, and um, when I hold them in my hand, they don't look as good as when I have them on. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but they just look better on than they look on camera. Like, they look a lot shorter on camera, but when I have them on, like it just elongates me even more. Obviously, I mean, I have a little bit of a heel, but it just looks better than what it does on camera. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. The other training one I would recommend, this one's from Nine West. It's an Oxford pump. Um, I would recommend anything with like a smaller heel if you just want to get started and kind of feel your way around things. Um, these are super comfortable. Like, I can walk all day in these. These are so comfortable. Same with I didn't mention this before, but same with wedges. Wedges are super comfortable for the most part. So these are really comfortable. I can walk all day with them. I really like them because they're very practical. They're very much something that I can wear to work on a day-to-day basis without killing myself. Um, so I really like Oxford pumps. I love the whole idea of taking a loafer or a men's style shoe and turning it into a pump or turning it into a heel. I think it looks so classy. It looks so like professional. It goes with the whole preppy look, and not that I always wear the preppy look, but I just think they work well together, and I love the whole like preppy uniform look, like high school uniform look. I think it looks very chic, very cute if you can style it in a way where you don't look juvenile or you don't look too childish with it. So yeah, I really like that look. So that's why I like Oxford pumps, and these are obviously one that I really like. And these are from Nine West. Usually, I've noticed that Oxford pumps become really popular during winter, or like you can find them easier during like fall winter time. So that's something to think about. The other pair that I have are actually one of my favorites. I searched everywhere for them. I saw them first on justfab.com, and they ran out of my size. So I ended up looking everywhere for them. They're by a brand called Iron Fist. They also do shoes for, I think, RuPaul's Drag Race and Abidon, and these shoes are called, I believe they're called like Starship or something like that. So they look like this. The I guess the foot of the heel is a platform, and then obviously you have this ginormous heel over here. I love the way these look. They look so amazing. I'm so glad I was able to find them. I think I got them on Amazon, and they were just amazing. Like, when I saw them online, I was like, I must have them, and I got them. And they weren't really all that expensive. They were like $60, so I thought that was pretty good. And every time I wear these, I always get compliments on it. But the one thing with these shoes is they hurt like a bitch. They hurt so bad. Like, not so bad. Like at first they're okay, but if you wear these all night, your feet are gonna be in so much pain. I don't know if it's because I haven't broken these in yet or what, but every time I wear them, which has been only like a handful of times, they hurt. But I'm the type of person that if I wear heels, I'll sacrifice through the heels. I will wear them till I die, or until I get to my car, or until I get home. Just because I'm not into the whole like taking off your heel. Like if you go clubbing or whatever, I'm not the type of person to take your heels off and dance on that nasty floor. I am not a Pata Sucia, so that's not something I'm gonna be doing anytime in this lifetime. So if I commit to heels, I commit for the whole night unless I bring a spare shoes, or I get to my car, then I can take these bitches off and put on normal shoes. So those are the heels that I thought I would like kind of talk about and mention. And then like I said, I'm also wearing another pair, so I'm gonna show you those real quick and show you how to walk in them as well. So I hope you guys can see this. So that's that, and it's usually heel to toe. I hope you guys can see all of this. I mean, I'm probably coming off screen a little bit, but so I hope you guys were able to get enough of a view of the shoes. But in case you didn't, like, here they are. You have a platform heel, and then obviously like more of a stiletto, not a platform heel, but a platform foot, and then kind of a more of a stiletto heel to it. Um, the biggest thing that I would have to say, if you don't know how to walk in heels, practice. Do not leave your house not knowing how to walk in heels, because you're just gonna look really retarded. Uh, and I don't want to be mean or anything, but yeah, like if it was me, like I wouldn't do it. Like I can walk in them, and people are always like, "Oh, how are you able to walk in heels?" And I'm just like, I don't know. It's just easy for me. But that would be my biggest advice. Practice, practice, practice until you get it right, and don't leave your house if you don't know how to walk in them, because you are gonna look like a hot mess. Sometimes I have found that boots with heels, are a little bit easier than actual heels, if that makes sense. Um, Also, the biggest thing with heels, I feel, is to have the confidence to wear them, if that makes sense. Like, have the confidence of wearing them, because it does like change your look completely. You become more statuesque, you look more tall, not that doesn't sound right, you look taller, um, you're more statuesque, like I said. You just look like a glamazon, and who doesn't want that? Like, I I don't know, like, don't get me wrong, I like flats and tennis shoes and stuff like that. Like I wear a pair of Converse like all the time, and they're like the knee-high Converse, and they're just regular flat shoes, and I really love them. They're like my favorite, like, all-purpose shoe, I guess, for casual days or whatever. But shit, when I put on a pair of heels, I feel amazing, and you can pretty much put them on with anything, and you just look so different. You look like a supermodel, like a glamazon, like you look fierce honey to the third degree. What? It just looks amazing. So definitely, if you're interested in getting in heels, totally do it. I am so for it. I support it 100%. um, like I said in my, I think it was 20 questions tag, I'm more of heels than flats. I prefer to be a glamazon than not. So yeah, um, that's pretty much all I have for Fashion Friday. That's all I have about heels and stuff like that. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Also, let me know, like, if you want to see the rest of my shoe collection. It's not a very big collection, but if you want to see it, just let me know. and I'll show it to you guys. Also, remember, oh, here, real quick, because I didn't do a question earlier this week. So this is a question I have for you. What do you guys prefer? Do you prefer heels or flats? And then also, if you don't wear heels, are you afraid to wear heels, or they're just not your thing? So yeah, let me know in the comments below, or leave a video response. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share if you dare, and I will see you guys next Monday. That's right, next Monday. Well, this coming Monday. So I'll see you guys then. Remember, again, like, comment, subscribe, share if you dare, and yeah, and let me know what you guys want to see. I do have plans for the future on things that I want to post, but let me know, like, if you guys have any certain requests or anything you want to know about the whole transgender process, or how that's working for me and all that stuff, or like any tips or whatever. All right, see you guys later. Bye.